So this one is going to be straight to the point. It's pretty precise. Okay, so I'm picking up on an older African American woman that really needs to release. She doesn't know how to. I'm picking up on a very oppressed older Black American, African American woman. Um, like her eyes are red, and like you could just see like the bags under her eyes, kind of like she is heavily burdened. And I'm seeing like she's trying to release, but she doesn't know how because it's so much deeper than what she has any idea it is. She is going through like a crisis right now. Yeah, like this is like a crisis. I'm even picking up on like something like a feeling of like menopause, like oh my goodness, because she's not releasing this. Like it's like this feeling of menopause. It's like this, she has these strikes of like anger or very chaotic energy, but it's not a good chaos. It's a very ungrounded, unstable, a confused type of angry energy, right? Like this is an oppressed woman that can't really comprehend a lot of things. Like she's just very disoriented from so much trauma and just so much that she can't see because she's carrying too much and forgot how to release it. Okay? She needs to rest. She's overexerting herself. Like she's not doing things effectively. Right? Um, ancestors, her ancestors and her spirit guides are requesting to come through. Several of them. All of them are watching her, and but and they have like she's due for so many blessings. She's due for so many good opportunities. Like it's literally in her walk in this lifetime. But until she releases this, like she's just gonna keep going in this cycle, right? So like I see all her ancestors like just literally waiting for her to allow them in. And not even just that, like they need a gateway, like how they're saying it is like a token. They need some type of like currency. And I'm not just talking about money, right? Currency doesn't, it's the current, like energy. They need something of her density so they can come through and start assisting her, because like this is what one of those people, like they cannot do it on their own. They don't have the capacity to do this on their own. Like this is where really truly the ancestors need to intervene, but there's this communication break right here. um Her ancestors are very strong. She comes from a line of warriors that have been in war for a very long time. Like her oppressed energy, it's like so much to it. This is more than just failed relationships. This is all intergenerational. And right, okay, yeah, they can't come through. The current is blocked. They cannot come through. This is what the ancestors are trying to say for whoever I'm picking up on. This African American older woman I'm picking up on. She needs to put something out for her ancestors to allow them in. They're trying to come through and help her release a lot of baggage. And they cannot come through. It is closed. This gate is closed. They can't do it without her permission. But this woman is so like in the dumps, so in a stuck energy. Like there's like no reaching her. You know, it's like they're trying to make a call, but the call won't connect, right? Also, so I literally got spring water. This is literally like whoever I'm picking up on, or if you know somebody that fits this eventually and you heard this reading, this person needs to get out some spring water. I know I'm always talking about spring water, but I'm telling you, it fits it can be used as a token. It can be used as currency. You just need a conduit to allow them in and set that intention. Put some spring water in a place and designate it for your ancestors and your peoples to come through. And they're about to come in so quick. Okay, they're showing me that they're gonna cut off 4 cords associated with this woman that I'm picking up on. And like those 4 main cords are all attached to other minor cords in her life. Like, okay, the way that they're showing me is that like the woman that I'm picking up on who's very oppressed, she's only aware of like the smaller parts of the chords, like relationships, like right in her 3D. But like the reason why the ancestors need to be called in to come through to help her is because they have access, because they're her ancestors, right? And they have access to those other parts of her that were previous before this incarnation. They have access to those major chords and they can cut it. And once they cut it, then she's going to be freed. Then she's going to be freed from all those other minor etheric chords that she's dealing with. Like I said before, it all comes from something so much more. It's intergenerational. Like she needs like the OGs, the original ancestors to come through and cut those main chords. Because it doesn't matter how many you cut those little chords. Like if there's no access, to the big main chords, then it's almost like they're just gonna keep growing back, right? So like this has to happen, or this woman that I'm picking up on is going to be in a very horrible loop. She's gonna keep being stuck. She's been stuck too long. This is what makes her looks the way she does and feel so oppressed the way she is. She's stuck in this cycle, and it's time. It's time for her to do this so she can be released, so she can go back to doing the things. She's a very creative individual. This is a very creative woman with a lot of gifts. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got cut off. But yeah, she had most of her lifetime, this woman has been so caught up in oppressive cycles that is the aftermath of trauma originating for her ancestors. And finally, she is able to be at a point to where she can allow them in. I'm seeing like this older oppressed African American woman is at the level to where she can do something like this. Like she's open-minded to place something out for her ancestors. She's not one of those where any type of religion or any type of belief limits her to be able to do this. So if this resonates, or if it resonates for someone, take it, and hope the intention is for this woman to be set free. All right, y'all take care.